What's going on, guys? I'm Noah here with Southern Champion in the Garage. Today we're going to be working on this 1963 Chevy C10, and we're going to be slapping the back glass back in it again. The previous video, the back glass fell out as we were, installing it. We had the back glass completely in, and well, let's just say it wanted to run away. Okay, so today got us new back glass. We're going to try to figure out and see about getting this back glass in this truck and taking you guys along for the ride. And hey, trial and error, baby. Here's to the live action.
Alright guys, we got our new glass in from AMD, and it took a couple days to get, and we had a pretty good little rain shower come in yesterday, so we had to cover it with truck cover. And so anyway, long story short, we're back at it again, and we're going to try to tuck this rope in this time around. And it's been soaking for quite a while, so if everything works, we should just put it in like this, push our window up, and then I guess that'll pull out. So I don't think this rope's going to be big enough, to be honest with you, so I may have to get the other one. But anyway, if push comes to shove, we'll do it the way we did the other day, because we're supposed to have cotton rope. This is a nylon rope. But our gasket has had time to conform to the outline of the window where it's supposed to go. So we shouldn't fight the seals just falling off today like we did the other day. Feels like it's good and kind of on today. It may fall off, I don't know. But if it does, we'll battle that when we get to it. A couple guys on the comments that said to use the rope method, but the reason I didn't do it is because our experts on Holly suggested to not use it on the seals that take the lock ring. So I don't really know why that's even a case, but anyway, what we're going to do, we got our Dawn dishwashing liquid mixed up with our spray bottle. We went a little heavy on that. I got a bucket of soap, and we got our little tool that we used the other day. And like I say, push come shove, we'll go back to that because it did work. Just took a little time, but I'm gonna grab some thicker rope, let it soak a few minutes. We got our tool on the hood of the truck that puts that lock bead in. You can give them a look at that. We're laying that out in the sun, letting it heat up. I kind of just wanted to see if it would even lay in here like they're talking. No, maybe. I mean, it'll either work or it won't, right?
That's right.
So, we know automatically pretty quick if it's going to work. And I think the reason you don't use these is because of probably what we're fixing to do right here. Because it's starting to go. The gap is kind of large in the corners. Nothing really to hold it. But I make the little tool that goes on the end of the rope. Needs more.
Yeah, it's kind of popping out a little bit.
That's okay. I think we'll be all right. Working good.
I definitely do think the sides are trying to pull themselves.
So we'll just kind of see if I can get this without breaking that seal too much where it won't fall on top of us while we're trying to work. Lesson learned, we won't be backing away from the window.
Yeah, pushing the back glass or nothing.
I'll be here at all times, or you will one. So we've learned our lesson with that. Yeah, it's kind of like a pain to stick that up in there and get it to stay. So I guess that's probably what they were talking about on Holly. The seal's kind of open. But we'll give it a shot and see if we're gonna work or not. In theory, this should work better. I can kind of see where it would, but you know, it's not always what you think. All right, so
Need those scissors.
I'm gonna go get the suction cup. I think I'll put it back out here.
Alrighty, guys. Got the glass again. The new one.
I'm gonna guard it where I left. Why? Because you just are.
Spray bottle not working.
This is gonna be primed. You know how it goes.
So you need me to hold that glass?
All right. You ready?
Mm-hmm. We're rolling on the camera.
I'm ready to. Let's see if we can get it. Those corners a little bit better, so they don't have to work as hard as I did the other day. I think the rope is going to be in the way for that.
Mm-hmm. Your top of your seal's falling too.
Yeah, see that. Isn't that just wonderful? You know, we should have stuck some glue or something on there.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're going to have issues trying to get this on. I'm going to take this out until we get rid of those corners because it's clearly going to be in the way doing it that way till we get to that point.
Mm-hmm.
Get this down in here to kind of help hold it. I don't know if the guy with the rope comments don't know what he's talking about on this one, because on the front windshield you put the gasket on the glass first, then you put it in the truck. Back here you have to put the gasket in the truck first. So I don't really know. I don't think that's gonna work. Let's just do what we know, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's really just your legs going numb. So it's kind of hard to get your feet down between this. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. Staying comfortable.
One way to do it, yeah.
You know.
I
don't have a lot of places to move around, but at least I'm standing up. And I guess I need to get this out, but probably not a big deal right now. You reckon?
It should be alright. You gonna make it on the inside, pop it loose?
No, I'm trying to make sure. I think the other day what had happened a little bit, we kind of had it more one way than the other. And I think that might have been fighting us a little bit. Because over here on these edges was giving me fits trying to get in that last piece. Either that or I went too far too fast and didn't get the other end. Because we had it all the way around. I was just chasing it. Ended up just kind of just sticking it in all the way around and then meeting it up on one side. So the main thing, I don't want that falling out. Man, I wish we could glue that just in that one little spot up there. If we had done that, I believe it would have been way better off. Don't you?
Yeah, probably.
Flat palm. You want to pop it with your knuckles. You get a little palm if you need to kind of jar it.
Make sure you ain't got no rings on.
Yeah. Big thing. No rings. Y'all can see I'm taking this plastic and kind of pressing against that window, which is kind of forcing it up. There, here we go. Okay.
You got a back glass?
It is in again, y'all. Do you see how wobbly this seal is? I mean, it's still...
She's flexing.
Got some flex going on.
Yes, sir.
Alright, so I'm gonna stick this on. Well, we're gonna stick it on. Just to kind of give me a handle. I don't want my hand slipping.
What kind of tool you got here, man?
This is what you're supposed to stick the lock in with. Basically, this is another thing that could be disastrous. So if you tap this glass with this, it's over with.
Nice.
So what we want to do is, once we kind of stick it in here like that, this thing is shaped like a triangle. You're supposed to get one that's kind of shaped. Did you see that other clip on the... Oh, no.
Here, right there. So it's like an attachment end.
Yeah, because what you do, you're going to feed it in. You start it like that. Basically. And then you're supposed to stick it so that it presses it as it's going in. But you're supposed to see which one fits the best. And I really don't see. Actually, just see what this one does. I say to feed it in through here. So I'm going to get that away from the glass. And we're going to start up top. So let me get it started. And this is supposed to go. Let's press this in. Doing this right, it should be. Truck was moving. That's a little scary when you're playing with glass, y'all. So I'm going to keep this kind of lubed up a little bit. I'm not real sure if that's the way you're supposed to do it, because I really didn't see a good way of explaining stuff. What I say is just kind of work this thing around. It should start looking like this. You see that? You don't want to start down here on your seam because it's supposed to go across that seam and ends up holding it together. Keeps it from breaking apart as it starts to get a little sun and age on it. I just don't really feel confident though with this metal object close to this glass, you know.
Oh yeah.
So it's kind of my only concern. Kind of wear your arm out a little bit, but I think it's tightening it up right there, so you see where it's kind of starting to put it where it's supposed to go. But I don't want to take my hand off of it too far because you know what happens.
Yeah, buddy.
And it's windy today, so yeah, at least a little bit of wind gets in there and it'll be. So see, now that works better. You kind of put an angle on this. Just barely get a little wiggle. format. But hey, so far so good. I'm not gonna fuss. Right?
That's right.
It's gonna look pretty good.
Mm-hmm. It'll look clean. You'll have a fresh back glass, man.
Yeah, we got the front windshield inside, but and the seal. But I don't know if we got the cojones to do that, y'all.
That's right, man.
I had confidence out of the world, you know, until I did this. So I don't know. It's $150. The guys come out here and do it. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and let the professionals do it. Sometimes cheaping out is not the way to go. I know I try to save a buck, but it makes you feel better when somebody else is doing it. You should feel real good right now, huh? I'm the one with glass and metal just inches apart.
Mm-hmm.
No pressure. No pressure.
Just take your time.
You know, it almost seems like this is probably going to shift that glass as you're going around it, so I might need to keep it kind of wet so if it does shift it a little bit over, it can move. It's definitely
Tedious.
something I've never done before.
Yep.
Yeah, the glasses keep fogging up. A little bit of nerve going on, y'all. Just a little bit. Not to say that it's expensive or anything. Just, I don't want to do this again. Nor do I want to pay anybody. So, trying to be delicate. Trying to take my time. But then again, you're working with wet, dawn, and then metal around glass. So, kind of remember some things back in the day. Trying to help a guy get in his car. And went to unlock his doors with a rod. And I always have flashbacks of that rod smacking his windshield. But dude was cool about it. He's like, man, sorry, you got a couple chips in it. It's cracked, or whatever. But it literally looked like what you could see on the ground the other day, except it's still intact. So I felt pretty bad for the guy, but didn't mean to. But we got the door locked. And no, we didn't come through the front windshield to do it. Fun times though. While we're talking, a buddy of mine used to, we rode four-wheelers together when we were teenagers. And we would always stick our keys and hide them or whatever. Well, dude had locked his keys in the truck. So he had this bright idea he was going to try to take the back glass out. And sliding glass. And he started trying to jimmy the seal. Knowing what I know now, I could have warned him then, but didn't know because we was teenagers, right? So he started at the corner and with a screwdriver Yeah, it pretty much didn't end real well. But his tent kept everything intact so it didn't blow apart and go all over us. And of course, you know, if you're standing there, you're gonna laugh. I think yours pretty funny. So we switched over to this, y'all. That tool, this was the first time I've ever used it, and it's for putting those lock rings in around these glasses. And I felt a certain kind of way anyway because it's metal around this glass, but I said, I got to looking and all I was doing is just pushing it in here, and you're kind of just, you know, these two seals here, they flip up on there. I mean, you can see right here. So what I decided to do about here, because it was taking forever, which I was trying to be, you know, slow, but I just started doing it with this, kind of just pressing it in with my finger. And what I was trying to do is push back instead of pulling, because I was trying to keep excess. I mean, you can see right here we got just probably an inch of excess that we're gonna have to cut. And I think it comes that way with a little bit extra. But at no point was I trying to pull and then stick it down in here. I mean, you can see right here, you kind of push back, and then I just kind of just worked each side down. I mean, you can see right here, it's going in the hole way easier than it was with that tool. And I feel way better. I don't have no metal around it. So, but what we done is we got a razor blade, and I'm going to try to just barely make me a mark there, and then if we got a sharp enough razor, I'll try to cut that as even as I can. You bend that back as you cut, it'll make it cut better. But this stuff here is pretty good and stiff, and I mean, not like where you can't move it because we had it in the sun, but so we'll get it as good as we can. I don't want to cut too much off and have a gap, but at the same time, I don't want to be up here trying to fight with it. So you can see, cut it so that I can kind of push it back. But what I'll do, I'll end up taking and pulling it out a little bit there, and then try to butt it right up. Then work it in so that it should seat. When we get done, you can see right there, we don't hardly have any gap, so try to clear it off where you can see it. And that is what it's supposed to look like. Now, test. Suction cup, that glass ain't going anywhere.
It's solid.
So,
you officially have a back glass in your truck now, man.
yes. No more water leak.
That's right.
Y'all seen in the old one, we had water just coming down in here. And luckily, it wasn't rotting anything out inside. But see, this is what I was telling y'all about on the actual window seal. You want to make sure you come across with that bead solid right here so it keeps this seal pulled together as much as possible. But when you're feeding that seal in, or that lock ring in, you want to kind of push it towards where you're trying to work it. And you seen what I was doing with the plastic. You just kind of have to work it in. So, but that looks great. So I'm happy with that. The inside, I don't know what that looks like yet. It may have a little, like I see a little bit of the gasket kind of seated, cockeyed in there a little bit, but you know what? I'm good with it.
That's right.
I'm gonna try to work it out a little, see if it'll move around. But that's what I was doing the other day when the thing fell out. So see if we can I might move around a little bit. I don't know. But you know what? I don't care if it's not like 100% in here, because I think you're supposed to do that before you put the bead on. But dude, I'm happy with it, man. It's got just a little buckle inside on the corner. You can shoot it in there and show it to them. I probably should have worked that out a little bit. The top looks really good, other than just a little bitty spot there. And pulling back on that a little bit, kind of working it. So. But it will work for who it's for, as I always say. Now we got a scratch proof, not scratch proof, I'll take that back, y'all. A clear glass, brand new, hadn't been scratched. Now we can take and go have some tint put on it. So I want to show y'all one more thing while I had you on here. We hadn't shown them this tailgate, have we? Give you a little look what we got going on. I think I like it. It's not perfect, but check it out. Now we know what we got. Some people that wasn't around, you know, antique cars may say, what is that? So now we got a Chevrolet, however you want to say it. So I did this by taping it off, and then I patiently and cut all this out so that we could spray over it with just some primer. Put self-etching primer on that because it's bare metal. Of course, we scraped it. I didn't do it perfect because I kind of wanted it to look like it was not 100% because the truck paint job's not on here yet. But I mean, you can see it's kind of got a little blemish under there, here and there, but it makes it kind of blend in with the truck. And I'm gonna try to salvage this tailgate when I do get ready to paint it. It's got a bad bend right here. Right here. The front of the truck, or the front of the bed, had the same thing, but when we had it off, we took Thor's hammer, stuck the lightning to it, and you can shoot it. It's about as straight as you're gonna get it. So it's got a little bend in it up here, but it's just this top rail is bent now. The rest of it's straight. But when we get this bed put in, I'm gonna try to weld everything up. We're gonna stick a ratchet strap on it up here somewhere and see if I can't just pull it, one of the big ratchet straps. See if I can't pull it and then weld where we're gonna weld, and then hopefully I can get some of this out. But because it's not really bent up down here inside, it's not caved in, it's just this top part. So I'd love to save this thing if I could, because one, they're high, and two, I want to keep it. I mean, that's the original tailgate. I'm gonna try to stay with the truck. But anyway, we got the new seals for the windows inside and the doors. I did not get new rivets, so I'm gonna hold up just before I start that, because inside these tracks, we got screws up here that take this thing out. Of course, we'll have to take this plate off. I haven't been inside this one yet, so this one may be a pain. That one was just a beast to get off. These things get...
Just Phillip head screws, man.
Yeah, Phillips head, they get corroded. And
we had to drill them out, remember?
Yeah, we drilled them out. I mean, it was a freaking nightmare. We put anti-seize on the back of those when we put them back in. So maybe we won't have that problem again. Which that's a different door because the other one was so bent up and jacked up. We just swapped doors. I got like 4 extra doors back here. I think I got 3 3 and 3. So counting what's on it. But so we got 6 doors. So if any of you guys are needing a 60 through 66, well, no, I'll take that back. 60 through 63 door, y'all hit us up. I can cut you a good deal on them. They're in good shape. They just the bottoms are rotted out, like this one's on the edge here. I still got to work on that, but like I say, it's sticking with the theme right now. But once I get the rivets ordered, we're gonna get this little window out and try to get the new seals put in, because you can see daylight. I mean, it's like blowing in when it rains hard. And we still haven't put the soft seals on. I'm just going to try to get all this cleaned up. It's got a little bit of surface rust on it. Just hit it with a wire brush. I want to get all that kind of primered and throw some paint on it. And then put the seals on so we don't have to fool it again. But before I do that, I still got some little spots I got to fix. We got to go get a welding blanket. I'm getting to the point now where there's too much stuff that could be burnt or caught on fire, so I need to probably, I could tack that up, just put some little bead on it, cut it out, and probably fill that in, but I want to cover the seat up. So I gotta fix that. We still gotta sand this down where I fixed it on the last video, and there's a few things. The other side's probably in worse shape now. This one was horrible. We didn't even have a floorboard in the first videos we shot of this thing, so anyway, it's coming along, y'all. But I think that turned out nice. I have never put in a glass in my life, so that's the first time for me. And if I have not, you know, if I hadn't done what I done the other day, trying to go in and fix the seal without him being over here holding it, it would have been fine. I mean, we could have made it work because it wasn't that hard. But the rope method, I don't think that's even an option with this bead lock. You just can't get it in there. So the windshield, most definitely, I see it working, you know, and being a little easy to get it, you know, going like you need to. But like I say, we're gonna get this windshield put in. We got a local company. Matter of fact, the same people are gonna tint this glass. They're gonna come out. I'm gonna go ahead and take it out, and I got a feeling I got some metal work to do, and I'm gonna try to get all that, you know, prepped and fixed and back smooth and everything like it needs to be before they come out, and just slap this other one in. So probably 20-30 minutes it'll be done. But I feel pretty confident we got some rust around that seal we're gonna have to fix, and now's the time to do it. I wish we had done that with the K10. We took it to them, we just had a windshield put in it, so it'd have been nice if I had done that, but I didn't know they come out to you at that point. So which, I mean, it's okay, it worked out. But we'll give y'all a video of that when they come out to do it. When we get this windshield ready to pull out, we'll give you a video of that one too, because we got to kind of get into that. I got another suction cup, so we're going to try to just suction cup that front glass and cut the seal, and then me and him's going to try to snatch it out. And I don't really care if it breaks, but you know, I don't want to have to clean up another pile of window or glass or whatever. But anyway, we're probably going to hit this with the water hose just to make sure that we haven't got any leaks. But a while ago when I was spraying the cleaner around it, the Dawn liquid, it seemed like it was fine. But that's the key, y'all, keeping that thing like with some Dawn dishwashing liquid. Don't use petroleum products on it, because that's just going to seep into the rubber and break it down. And then it makes a mess. So you want something that's going to dry out, and now all we got to do is go back and just hit it with some window cleaner, and we should be good to go on that. But anyway, we appreciate you guys watching our fiascos and keeping up with what we're doing. I'm sure there's going to be something else along the way that probably going to go sideways. So, you know, maybe we'll give y'all some entertainment. What you say, cameraman?
Turned out good today, man.
That's right. So anyway, we appreciate y'all, and y'all catch us on the next one. Just hit the like button, please. We appreciate everything. You know, comment wise, good, bad, whatever you guys got, we take it. And it's like the guy that kept telling me about the rope. I tried it, so you know, I didn't knock him just right off the bat. I mean, if you suggest something and it makes sense, is it a stupid idea? No. I mean, and nothing's stupid, you know, if it works. But if it don't work, I mean, there's no harm in trying. So it wasn't gonna hurt anything. But this situation here, we was fighting with this seal dropping, and I mean, it just didn't work out for us. But I felt more comfortable doing it with the little rubber spatula or plastic spatula trim piece. So anyway, we appreciate your comment, dude. And like I say, man, we're doing all this stuff first time around, learning. There's all kinds of stuff on this truck that I've never seen before on the other trucks, just because it's so old. So not real sure of how to do it. I just make my own way to do it. So hit the like and subscribe, and just check out. He's got links down below. Y'all check all that out. He's got merch. I didn't wear it today because I didn't want to get it all jacked up and dirty out here working on stuff. So I think we got all kinds of hats and shirts and hoodies, and got some stickers coming. We ordered the wrong one, so we're trying it so y'all don't have to. So transparent stickers is a no with tint. So we had to get something that was solid. So we'll have them on this truck and the K10 and the Ram. So we're gonna represent, you know. So that's how you make things happen. You make it grow. But we appreciate y'all. Y'all stay with us, and we'll catch up with y'all on the next one. Probably working on either front window or small window. Try to get this thing where it's not leaking. May's coming up real quick, and we're gonna have to get this other one stripped down, the K10, and get it ready to paint. So we got to get somewhere to put it. That we got pollen flying down here in Alabama, so it's just, you know, pollen, the wind. We had a rainstorm yesterday, so I mean it's like 30-mile-an-hour winds yesterday. So we're trying to get everything prepped up. We got all of our boards. We're gonna try to get some concrete, get some walls put up, and hopefully get this thing stripped. The whole driver's side pretty much going to be repainted. So we had an issue with moisture, I think, but we'll get to that video later. Appreciate y'all again. Y'all stay with us.